Hello, and thank you so much for supporting our small business and purchasing this DIY candle making kit. Today we will be learning how to make this 10-ounce soy Cinnabon swirl candle, which contains fun and unique candle making elements including whipped candle wax, wax embeds in the shape of mini cinnamon buns, and a fragrance oil that will have your home smelling like a Cinnabon store. Before we get started, let's open up the package and make sure we have everything we need. Inside your kit you should have an envelope that contains typed out instructions to supplement this video, a candle care card, a Denise Candle Co. business card, a pack of matches to enjoy your candle with after you create it, the candle label, and the candle warning sticker. Next you should have a box that contains your pre-measured fragrance oil with a plastic measuring cup, 6B piping tip, and a bag of candle dye chips. You should also have a set of 3 silicone beakers. 1 small, 1 medium and 1 large. A rechargeable cordless mixer and a pack of candle making tools. In some bubble wrap you will find your candle jar with 2 wicks pre-glued and a bamboo lid for the jar. You should also have a bag that contains your reusable silicone mold of your mini cinnamon buns, 2 bags of pre-measured soy wax flakes, 2 piping bags, a disposable apron to protect your clothing and a plastic tablecloth to protect the table you are making your candle on today. Next we'll open up the candle making tools. You should have 1 thermometer, 2 plastic pipettes, a pair of scissors, a plastic spoon, a wick holder, and 2 popsicle sticks for mixing. We'll also open up the rechargeable mixer and put it together like so and turn it on to make sure it is working. Please note that these mixers have 3 different speed settings to go through before they turn back off. It is recommended to charge this with the provided cable while you begin the candle making process to make sure it has sufficient battery. Lastly, we can open up our silicone molds. How cute are these mini cinnamon buns? If any of the items shown prior in this video are missing from your kit, please contact Denise Candle Co. immediately to get it resolved. Please note that materials included may vary in color or appearance depending on availability of outsourced items. Lastly, please note that you can receive a significant discount on all future DIY candle making kits offered by Denise Candle Company if you keep the pictured items and reuse them. This includes the 3 silicone beakers, thermometer, scissors, piping tip, and rechargeable mixer. Don't throw these items away when you're done. Okay, we are ready to begin. You will start by taking out your medium-sized silicone beaker and unwrapping it from the plastic wrap. Make sure it is the beaker that goes up to 8 ounces. Then you will want to take one of the 2 bags of soy wax flakes and pour it into the beaker, filling your beaker to the top. You will not be able to fit the entire bag into the beaker before melting it down a little bit, so there will be some excess in the bag. Then you will want to microwave the beaker in 30-second intervals, mixing the wax with one of the provided wooden popsicle sticks in between each interval. Once there is enough room in the beaker, you can add in the remaining soy wax flakes from that same bag that you initially filled the beaker from. Continue to microwave in 30-second intervals until all of the wax flakes are melted. Then take your thermometer and turn it on. Click the bottom left button to make sure it is displaying the temperature in Fahrenheit. Then place it into the melted wax and wait for the temperature to be taken. You will want the wax to be at about 185 degrees Fahrenheit before moving on to the next step. As you can see, the liquid wax here was only 153.5 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not high enough. So I microwaved the beaker again and then took the temperature again. This time it was 195.4 degrees Fahrenheit, so I had to wait. While you wait for your melted wax to reach 185 degrees Fahrenheit, you can prepare for the next step by opening up your bottle of fragrance oil and pouring it into the plastic measuring cup until you reach the half-ounce line, which should be about half of the provided fragrance oil. Once your melted wax is 185 degrees Fahrenheit, you can pour in the fragrance oil from your measuring cup and then add in the entire bag of brown candle dye chips and mix with one of the provided wooden popsicle sticks until fully combined. This step will give you an idea of what it will be like to light your candle once you're done, because the whole room should fill with a warm cinnamon aroma. Next you can take one of the plastic pipettes and pipe the brown liquid wax into your cinnamon bun silicone mold. Make sure to fill to the top to prevent the cinnamon buns from breaking when we remove them later. Then you can set it aside. Next you will place the wooden wick holder onto your candle jar wicks. You will want to utilize the 2 holes outside of the middle hole like so. Then you will want to take the temperature of your brown liquid candle wax. You want it to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit before we pour it into the candle jar. Once you pour your wax into the candle jar, you will want to make sure the wicks are standing up straight and not too close to or touching the sides of the candle jar before you set this aside and wait for it to set. Once the base layer of wax in the candle jar is set, you are ready to move on. You can remove the wick holder now and pop out your mini cinnamon buns from the silicone mold. How cute are these? Next, you can open up your largest silicone beaker, which is the beaker that goes up to 2 cups or 16 ounces. You are going to repeat the steps we did in the beginning with the remaining bag of soy wax flakes. This time you should be able to empty the bag into the beaker without having to melt any of the wax down first. But same as before, you will microwave in 30-second intervals until the wax is fully melted and reaches 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you will add in the remaining fragrance oil from the bottle and mix with a popsicle stick and set aside to cool. If you want to speed up the process, you can take the rechargeable mixer and mix it every 5 to 10 minutes for about 30 seconds while it is liquid. In between mixing, you can prepare your piping bag. You will take the provided scissors and cut the tip of the piping bag. Then you will place the 6B piping tip inside like so. You want to be careful not to cut too high that the piping tip falls through, but high enough that the ridges of the piping tip are sticking out from the piping bag. You might have to cut more than once to achieve this. A second piping bag is provided in case you mess up. You will now want to wait until your candle wax in the large beaker turns almost white and is a consistency like so. Then you will want to mix it with the rechargeable mixer for a few minutes. These mixers are not the most powerful, but they get the job done. You will want to move the mixer around like so and go up and down until you get a smooth consistency to the wax. Once the wax is smooth but thick like buttercream, you will want to use the plastic spoon to scoop it into your piping bag. Once you've scooped all of it in, you will want to squeeze down from the top of the bag and make sure the wax is in the piping tip. Now you can begin piping your whipped candle wax on top of your candle. I like to pipe little dollops around the perimeter and then fill in the middle and then go around again with whatever is left. Once you've finished piping the whipped candle wax into the candle, you want to add in your wax cinnamon buns in whatever arrangement you prefer before the whipped candle wax hardens. Next, you can cut the wicks down to about a ½ inch with the provided scissors, and then you can add your candle label sticker to the front of the candle jar, and candle warning sticker to the bottom of the jar. And voila! You've officially made your very own Cinnabon swirl candle. For cleanup, I recommend scooping out as much wax as you can for the beakers and washing all reusable materials with hot water and dish soap. Remember, if you keep the reusable materials, you get a hefty discount off of your next kit. I look forward to seeing you in the next DIY candle making video.